Okay, so I'm almost just basically recording this out of necessity, almost whatever. I don't know. I need to make a video. I just feel the need. So, a lot of talk has been happening about Grimm, obviously. This guy right here, he's the newest hero to be added, or that's going to be added to the pool of heroes. I only have him on 12 star on PBE right now. I just simply lack the light food, although I am making some progress, but essentially, they made Grimm nuts. So in my last video, I said that at 300%, he's not going to be great. He'll be fine, but he's not going to be great. And that is true. 300% was just not enough. I said maybe 600% of his attack would be enough to make him good, usable for sure, not overpowered. They overcorrected. If you don't know about Grimm currently, they buffed it to 2300% of attack. That's ridiculous. Essentially, a new, if it rolls out like this, a new best team comp has already been found, and I have it here on PBE. So essentially, I haven't been doing much PvP, but this is the lineup right here, and this is where I want to put everyone. Maybe I swap Xavier here. It doesn't really matter. But essentially, with the boost from Lass, with the boost from Y-Seeder, his shield is like 8 million, somewhere in that ballpark. That's insane. Most 13-star heroes, like, let me just scrub through my 13 stars. Okay, that one, I just don't have enough gear on PBE, but 1.7, 1.6, 2.4, 2.3, 1.9, 1. I guess no gear, 2.5, 2 million, 1.6, 1.3, or sorry, no gear on Heta. But you notice the trend in and around like 1.6, 1.7 to about 2.5 million HP. Grimm's shield rolled out like this deflects like 8 million damage. 8 million. That's ridiculous. If he rolls out like this, I don't want to, but if he rolls out like this, in my opinion, he immediately becomes the best warrior in the game. 100%, hands down, it's not even close. Yes, Phalanx is good. Yes, Atri is good with his stun. He blocks 8.3 million damage. I'm not angry, although I may sound angry. I'm not really angry. I just am having trouble not processing, but almost just how much damage that is. That's the health pool of 4, sometimes 5, depending on your team, 4 or 5 13 stars. That's the combined health pool of almost an entire team, and he just blocks all that damage. So we've already been doing some me and Escanor, him more than me, but we already did some theory crafting. When I say some, a very small amount. We did some theory crafting with my guild. We've pretty much settled on Demon Tooth, and that became more apparent when his linking was released. He doesn't get 50 energy from the linking, so we need this Demon Tooth. And essentially, with that Demon Tooth, maybe speed, because he will be slower than DD. If you have DD fully linked, which I think most people do, a lot of people just use linking accounts, it's not that uncommon. Or whales will just build up like a Macnock and a Con to 10 star because they don't fucking care at all. But basically, you need that Demon Tooth, and I think the play is to run him speed on his talent, just so that there is absolutely no way a DD is going to be quicker than him. Maybe if you run speed on a DD, but if you run speed on DD without a Grimm, that DD is just going to be super squishy, whatever. So I think given the server meta, given how each server what each server meta is, I know that for late game servers like mine, server 2, server 3, I'd say probably up to server 6 or 7, most metas are going to be the same. but on a newer server, the meta really hasn't had time to even really come to fruition and sort of fester with the player base. But I think a whale on a newer server, a Demon Tooth Grimm with a speed talent and attack HP stone will make them invincible. It is insane. I've been testing this in tower, and I know that I'm only at 4,500, but the thing is, the shield expires because it's only 3 rounds. The shield expires before it breaks, and as soon as it expires, he has an active again, and it's right back up. It's insane. I am yelling, and I sound mad. I know I sound mad. To me, with this, Grimm becomes the best support in the game. If he rolls out like this, in my opinion, Grimm is the best support in the game. Yes, Xavier can revive, but Grimm blocks 8 million, 2300% of his attack with the Lass and Y-Seater buffs. That goes up to about 8 million damage. Yes, Xavier can revive, but you have a physically unlimited shield. My mic is peaking. I'm looking at it right now. My mic has been peaking this entire time. Almost literally, realistically, a technically unlimited 8.3 million shield on you. I'm thinking about it. If they roll out Grimm like this, I am going to regress my Xavier. In my opinion, and we'll see how it works when it's rolled out. In my opinion, this is much more useful than an Xavier. Yes, Xavier can revive. Yes, that is useful on its own, right? No one is doubting the strength of Xavier. An 8.3 million shield. I said in the Discord as a joke, but now it's almost become more apparent now. With this, I think the stall meta is back. With Grimm at its current state, at his current state. With this number right here, in my opinion, the stall meta is completely back. Which, for a lot of people, is gonna suck. For me, I don't really care. I don't do PvP. I kind of just set my team and AFK and get the rewards at the end of the week. I don't really care that the stall meta is back. But with how he is now, currently on PvE, while in the testing phase, 2300%, the stall meta is back, 100% in full swing. In my opinion, it's undeniable. I doubt he rolls out like this, but if he does, I mean, if 8 million damage. I will have to build a Lass again. I will probably regress my Errol, because if he rolls out like this, I feel like Lass gives me more use than Errol. That will take some time to, buy the Holy Stones or whatever they're called. But a wise Lass with these 3 light heroes here, it's ridiculous. It's insane. I'm looking at Discord. Majin Sun already has, I think, double Phalanx. Double Phalanx with a Grimm is just gonna be... Oh my god. I'm so... I'm not overcome with emotion. I'm just not. But at his current state, this is nuts. On top of that, he has Bless. He blesses you. What? Huh? Excuse me? He would already be one of the best support in the game, in my opinion, without this. But on top of that, he blocks all the damage, and then is like, hey, a bless. I'm going to give you a bless effect. Grimm is going to be nerfed from this state. I will say it right now, because I believe it. He does not roll out like this. I hope that he doesn't. I hope for the sake of my wallet that he doesn't. Because this is undeniable. The strength of this is undeniable. That's it. I yelled a lot. More out of confusion more than anything, but... yeah. That's it. I don't know. like the video if you want me to yell more about this game. They never give me a shortage of things to yell at, so, you know, there you go.